What is up, guys? Welcome back to the One Up Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Milos Bukarica. With me, as always, is my co-host, George Martinez. And we have two very special guests today. First time on video, our number 1 and number 2 episodes, Mr. Jerry Velez and Mr. Jesus Pasos. Or Gerardo, I guess, if you want to stick with the H sounds.
Not Gerardo.
You don't like
Just
that?
Jerry.
Jerry. Harry. Senor Harry. So what's up, boys?
Thanks for having us on, guys. We really appreciate it.
Thank you,
I really appreciate that. I don't know if Jerry really appreciates that.
You want to start?
No, just kidding. No, I'm kidding.
Just remember, if you want to fight, keep it in frame because we want to catch it on video,
Perfect.
okay?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Unfortunately, we are missing our beautiful cameraman, Adrian, but it's okay.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen Adrian in a while.
Yeah, today we actually have an audience, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
nice.
do.
Yeah, we have a live audience.
Not
Hi,
nerve-wracking
audience.
at all. Thank you, guys.
We need y'all to go woo and clap for us
Yes,
sometimes.
please. For Jerry.
We're going to have a sign that says, now
Just the
laugh.
applause sign.
Yeah. No. Every time we're just going to play that soundbite from, was it Jeb Bush? Please clap.
Still need to get a soundboard, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, y'all gotta get a soundboard? Y'all definitely should. Yeah, definitely should. If y'all thinking about it.
Yeah.
Just go for it now.
Oh, no.
A soundboard?
Like, just commit. You brought it
What's
up.
that?
The soundboard. Where they clicking that little sound bites.
It's
Oh,
sound effects.
okay. I was thinking, I don't know why, I was thinking about like controlling
Oh, a
volumes.
DJ turntable
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah, halfway mid fucking podcast, DJ George Martinez is gonna pop out. Interlude. All right, go ahead.
Get some Vuvuzuela sounds.
Bing, 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 bing.
So what you
throwing-
guys been up to?
So I am Jesus, so you guys can distinguish our voices of who's who. I am Jesus, and this is Jerry. Jerry, go ahead.
No, you
There
start
you go.
talking
That's
first.
Jerry right there. No, I will. I've been working with my team, which is Spectre Studios. We've been working on some projects, short films. We got a feature film that we're writing. We're working with one of my friends, Anthony Oliphant, also, who runs that Forever Motivated and Just Be Yourself. So we're working together too on like doing commercial stuff and music video stuff for like higher end artists. Hopefully here soon.
It's cool.
Yeah.
And Jerry, you got any projects since the last time we talked?
Well, my only project is with Jesus, and apparently I have none.
At the moment.
I know we still got one. We still got one in post. It's coming up.
How
Yeah.
did that one go for you guys? I know we talked about it a little bit, but now that we have Jerry and Milos here,
Oh, yeah, we also talked about it on our podcast, too. Yeah, man, that was a trip. That was something else, man. It was goods and bads. We didn't have a dedicated episode to it, but I guess we can go over to it as well, right?
Not yet, because we haven't released it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, the manual one?
Yeah, the manual one.
Oh. Well, look forward to that. if
when will
ever
that be
surfaces.
released?
Maybe. I thought you released it.
An
Manual-
ETA manual?
You got an ETA manual on Desley Sarce?
Oh, you're talking about the movie. I thought about the episode. I thought you were talking about the episode. Yeah.
The podcast episode?
Yeah, we had a podcast episode when we were talking about it, didn't we? Kind of, sort of.
No, we did one about reflections.
Oh, that's
okay.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. My bad. I drank since last time we recorded a podcast, obviously. So, memory's a little foggy.
A little up and down.
But
I
I'm
was just like, I don't listen to our podcast.
no. Yeah, what I do is I just put it on silent and let it play, bro. Come on.
Gotta
Gotta get the
that
listens.
count. Gotta get that count,
numbers
man.
up.
He knows how to work it.
Don't need to
Working
listen
the
to it,
system.
actually. But no, man, it was actually pretty fun to work on. I did audio for that one, which kind of presented its own interesting challenges. I was told, I'm just kind of shifting blame here because I should have brought headphones and stuff, but I was told you don't need to bring anything at all. So I didn't bring anything at all, no headphones, no nothing, because he said, I got everything, you're fine.
Yeah.
I get there, no headphones. So I had to borrow them from one of our actresses, and one of them didn't work, and the other one only worked if you put it at the right part of the
Oh,
ear.
damn.
So, like, half the time I heard nothing.
Oh.
So going over the audio after, like, in the edit, there was, I think it only really got in the way once, because we were using a pretty good audio recorder.
Yeah.
It was this one, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't this
Oh,
one.
it was H6, right. It was H6 right before we upgraded to this. There was only an issue once where I got in the way of the AC, because there was AC blowing.
Uh-huh.
And, I mean, you couldn't hear it if it wasn't in the way. And, yeah, so that was the only issue we had was with that. And there was a car once on the outside. But I heard the car, so that was fine. Just the AC was, even like I said, even though I didn't have the earphones working, it was still all right for the audio part of it.
Nice, man. Well, Good thing it went good overall.
Of course, I was in it.
Anyways.
You know, I honestly had no idea that Jerry didn't speak Spanish until like after.
Yeah, I did.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Jerry does speak Spanish. You do speak
Not well. Like I kind of like mumble my words when I speak Spanish,
But you speak Spanish though, because I've heard you.
but
speak
not
Spanish.
perfectly.
But you speak Spanish though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
some words I can't.
Yeah,
like,
I can't
pronounce.
say some
Yeah.
words perfect either, but I can still speak
And,
Spanish.
Manuel happened to have like really strong Mexican words that I could not pronounce.
So
It was like, these words too big.
See, what is that? I don't know if I could say that. I'm just kidding.
So did he have to be your language coach?
No, I kind of just like, whenever you read it and then you're like, you're sounding it out.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it like that. If he tells me that's the wrong way to say it, then okay.
Was that on the? Did you have Spanish lines on the script? Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah. It's not like say this, but in Spanish. It is actually the
The
Spanish
words in
yeah.
Spanish, yeah.
Yeah, in the video he plays a translator.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect role.
Yeah.
And we have a, I don't even know if you can even see it, but the only way we kind of know about it is there is a prop of a dictionary that she actually made, your girl actually made for the podcast, which thank you so much.
Oh, nice.
She's not even looking at us. She's not paying attention to the podcast.
She doesn't even know we're here.
No, that's fine. Yeah,
She's
you're
just,
right.
she's just Jerry's ride.
Our audience. So, George, what was your experience?
Working on it?
Yeah.
It was, for the most part, it went pretty good. I mean, on like the first day of shooting, like we had to go to the restaurant. Like I just had like a flat tire, like inside the road. Like tire just blew up. Like it was like in pieces, and I had to change it. Started changing it, so I was already like headed over kind of late, and I was like, damn. And then like the road service guys from the sheriff's department just pulled up behind me.
Oh, shit.
And I already had it pretty much on, and they're like, "Hey, you want us to take a look at it?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." He's like, "We gotta take it off though, because make sure all the air is good and everything." So
Oh
they
my
like
God.
put more air in.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And that was like already had it pretty much on.
Yeah, could've
I
been
thought they were
gone
just
already.
gonna tighten it.
Yeah.
They checked the air and everything, made sure it was good. Then they just put it on like in 2 seconds with the little air gun. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, they were pretty fast. I went to go find him, and he just finished up right when I found him. It's
And
kind
I,
of funny.
and I had like all the equipment in, so I had to open the trunk, take all the equipment out, put it in my back seat.
Yeah, to get the spare out. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
just to get the
hurry up.
spare out. So I
Yeah.
had like six or seven big bags of equipment.
No. The only issue I had with it really was kind of it was a little more disorganized than I would have liked because we were telling Manuel get a shot list, get it to that, and Manuel.
It's okay, man. I'm guilty as that too. My last project, I didn't have any. Well, I did have. I had storyboards. I didn't really have shot lists, but I had storyboards. But even then, like my DP on there was still kind of like because I wasn't so prepared as I should have been. So it was a little bit harder. And then overall, the movie came out like shit.
Yeah.
Well, the episode, which I haven't told anybody yet, but that episode came out like shit.
What episode?
For the show that we were doing. We shelved it for right now. There's a show we're working on, but we shelved it right now. We're working on something else.
On the last one we had with Jorg, we kind of talked about it, try to be more organized, and he was talking about like the different people he's worked with. Too.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, this is a big issue that comes up a lot." It's like some people don't have storyboards, but whenever you do have it, it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, it's especially as a DP, because I know even when working with George, I feel like I was half organized and half like George was like waiting for me on like just because I kept switching things up as we were shooting. Like I was like, this is a better idea, this is a better idea, or wait, let's do it like this, let's do it like this. And he was like, even though we went and prepared and like we had like 4 hours of like just test shooting at the location. When the day came, like there was still shots that I was just like, all right, hold on, like I gotta think of like the shots I want to do. Like I want to change it here, like maybe this is better. But yeah, definitely one thing I've learned is to organization is almost the key to everything going almost right.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I was just like I said, I was just doing audio. I didn't feel like interfering with their camera and directing and stuff, so I didn't really look at the shots or anything. I know there were some little issues, which you know, I guess
Once we
just
started
more
rushing-
communication
once
would
we
have
started
been.
rushing,
Yeah.
we started making more mistakes.
Yeah, obviously. And I mean, with you, I remember that happening specifically. I'm sorry. With that, what was that? The cop movie we did.
Oh,
With,
that garbage ass movie.
yeah. So near the end, man. Like, well, I think we wrapped at like 3 a.m. I think what happened, like one of the lights died. Your DP went home, which kind of pissed me off. I was like,
bro,
why?
I still talk about that to this day, dude. Yes, dude, out of nowhere, he goes,
Oh, I gotta go.
I gotta go. I was like, what? He's like, I gotta go. My wife's over here texting me where I'm at, and I was like, yeah, you're shooting a movie. He's like, yeah, I know, but I gotta go. I'm like, it's 11, and you knew we had to be out here. Like, you're not at the strip club. You're shooting a movie, and he was like, I gotta go. You know, sorry, and so I had to fucking take over. Yeah, pretty fucking much. I was like, fuck, bro. So he just left us hanging there, and we just had to finish it. I finished it. Either way, I was comfortable doing it myself, but like, just sucked to take on 2 roles at the last minute.
Yeah. For a lot of projects I was on, usually I like run camera and then also direct at the same time. But the last time we did like the Dark Horse one, I had more help with it. So I had Allie just specifically on camera, and that was like so much better. Yeah. Because once we shot all the shots I wanted, but then she would bring up like things that we could do, and we'd get all these extra pickups and just like accent shots, and I was like, oh, this fits together a lot better once you get into the edit.
Yeah, she had a better. She had another eye while you were able to focus on what you needed to focus on. She could focus on.
Because I got the main shots I was looking forward to put it together, and then she got some extra stuff at different angles, and she was always doing that throughout the project. So I really like that.
That's good.
Yeah, and I mean another thing that kind of keeps coming up on different projects is we never really budget enough time for things. We always think, yeah, this will be enough, and then it turns out, no, it wasn't enough. I keep telling him, you know, just try to budget for a little bit more, because it always, you know, something will always go wrong. Like with that one, I remember we were supposed to wrap at like I think 11, when I'm going to like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
On several of our projects with what was it? Reflections. I think we had an extra like half day or full day or something like that. Which, I mean, it's fine. You know, at least we had that time to do it. But, yeah, like every time that kind of keeps on happening, because, you know, we never calculate on how long setup's going to take. It always takes longer than we expect because, you know, something happens. Somebody's late, or we don't have certain things set up at a certain point. So, I mean, that's the one big thing that I'm kind of trying to, you know, get the people I work with to be like, look, so give us extra time, whatever. There was a project recently that kind of... I guess either got postponed or fell through. I'm not sure. We were supposed to do it with this lady, and she wanted, you know, she was like, I'm going to pay you this much for, you know, whatever. But we're like, no, we're going to need more time because we can't, you know, literally it was 5 speaking characters.
Yeah.
And she's basically thinking like one take done. Oh. And that's like perfect, like perfect immediate setup. I'm like, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. And we couldn't do it. We couldn't like negotiate on the price for the day of shooting that we had available, and then the main actors dropped out, and so at the moment it's just on hiatus for that.
I think it's pretty crazy that sometimes people just assume like how movies or whatever are shot, and they're just like they don't really have it in mind of like all the work that goes into like creating this shot. You know, they're just like, oh, let's just shoot right here, and it's like it's not gonna come out the way you could have done it with your phone. Why am I here? You know, and so. I get that. But I want to touch back on your organization, on the part of like where you say we budget in time. I think one of the factors, and this is no offense to Jerry, like I'm not throwing shade to Jerry, because 95% of the time on set Jerry was on point. It was that 5% which was when he fell asleep. But that was it.
I knew you were gonna bring it up.
Well, what budgetable wise is like when you budget in time, I think a lot of that has to do also with your actors. Everybody can put in the work and time, but if your actors aren't on point or you're not picking the right casting, that's really going to fuck up and slow things down. If they're not practicing, they're not taking this serious, and they're waiting last minute to go over shit, not necessarily going over, but they're reading it almost the first time, or this is like their second or third time. Because that was on set on 2882, the one with the cop movie that we shot. When we were shooting, we kept having to stop over and over, and I was finally like telling one of the actors, I'm not going to say his name, but I kept telling one of the actors, I'm like, hey, like, what's going on? Like, we keep stopping. Like, this is the 7th take. What's going on? And straight up looked at me, was just like, I only read it one time, bro. I'm not going to lie. I only read the script once. And I was like, dude, you're wasting everybody's time. Like, fuck me. Like, look at everybody else, bro. Like, you have people here working for free. You have people here setting up lights, like, putting in their time, like, taking it serious. And you didn't take the time to read it. And no offense to him. Like, I love the dude. Like, he's I love him. He's like a brother to me. But those are the type of things that make me go like, well, I don't want to work with you on this type of environment on acting if you're not going to take it serious. Now, he's changed since then. So he's a really, really great person and has changed. But one of the things I have noticed is picking your actors. Because your actor, as a director, your actor will, if you get the perfect actor, actress, they're going to do 90% of the job for you. They're going to make sure everything's on point. That's why 6 was shot in 3 days. Because Jerry was boom, 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 boom. Again, except for that one day where we lost so many hours. But but the good thing was that everything else was he was just hitting it. That when we did get to the points of picking up, even though it took longer than we expected, like it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Like because people were like, y'all knocked that out in 3 days, and I'm like, everybody, the whole team, like I mean, everybody was there, everybody was on point. I mean, Tress was there, just ready. Everybody was just ready, and that's the thing you need is like a dedicated team and just people who are taking it serious, and all the budgetable thing will come in there if everybody, and you're still gonna run over time,
Of course,
but
yeah.
if you have a team that's like prepared, you're not gonna run over as much time as you could be.
Yeah.
So yeah,
There was one project I was on that it was like a school project. So I was doing something for school, and this girl wanted to do like a parody video of a workout, like old school 80s workout video. And the guy she picked as her main role was a guy from her acting class, because she was like an actress and she taught theater like outside of like school. And so the guy showed up and he never read the script, so that was the first time he read it. And like afterwards, after the shoot, she asked me, so what do you think of the shoot? And I was like, man, this guy was terrible. And like I meant it as in like he came completely unprepared.
Gotcha, yeah.
But I mean that the end result was still good. I'm
Yeah.
like he got the lines and he got like the intonation she wanted, and like he did like how she wanted, but he just was not prepared at all.
Yeah.
And that's what I meant. I was like, oh, this guy's terrible. But she took it like the whole project
Like,
was terrible.
oh,
And she got so mad.
I mean, yeah, I would specify next time.
I clarified it with her. I was like, no, I mean like he just wasn't prepared. He came in like unprepared, but we ended up with something that's gonna be funny.
Yeah,
it's gonna work for the parody.
Still good.
Yeah, but afterwards she still got upset about it. And like once we had another project come up, and I was like, hey, do you want to be a part of this? She's like, I'm gonna need compensation if I'm gonna be part of it. And I'm like, oh.
That's the worst. Is whenever you work for free for so many people, and then when you tell them to work with you, they're asking for pay, and you're like, bro, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck?
I just think it was from that one project she got upset afterwards.
She's like, nah, you got to pay me. And then you pay her, she'd be like, nah, I still don't want to do this. I don't want to work with you, George.
She puts no effort into it.
Yeah, she's like, nah.
But yeah, that's why, like in our last couple things, we've been trying to, actually go and do casting calls and stuff with the actual actors, because we've had issues on stuff before where we would get our friends or people we know just to come and act, and either like I said, they might show up late, or something might happen, or obviously like they don't know what the hell they're doing, or they just bail on you last minute, which pisses me off more than anything.
Yeah.
Or don't even tell you they're not coming. I mean, I'll give people like one free pass on that. Like if you call me last minute, hey man, I can't make it, whatever. That's fine. I'll still work with you. I'll try again once more. If you don't show up 2 times for a project that you said you would be there for, and literally the last minute, man, I'm not working with you anymore. I don't care how good you are, whatever. Nah, I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And even it falls down to like how, because I don't really give people another chance unless they're willing to. Yeah. Be like, hey, look, I really still want to work with you. I whatever. Unless you have a family emergency. But if you ditch out and you don't reach out to me after that, I don't care. You weren't taking it serious. Yeah. But if they're reaching out after, like, hey, I'm so sorry, whatever. Like, I still want to work with you. Okay, when they come on, like, let me give you another shot. Then after that is the whole like, yeah, I won't. Yeah. We're not working together again like that. Yeah.
Have you seen the Snyder Cut? I know you talked about it on your podcast, right?
Yeah. I talked about it on my podcast, TFTI podcast, but I got so much backlash for my review, and it wasn't because they didn't agree with my review. It was because they said I reviewed it fucking terrible. Everybody was just like, your review was bad, and I was like, why? And they're like, you didn't explain nothing. You didn't give us any like. And you
guys went straight to the cookies or whatever.
Yeah, pretty fucking. And it was funny because like the whole time I was thinking, I was like, I don't think I really reviewed it, and I was just like, whatever. And then I got told a lot like, I was waiting for your review and this and that, and I was like, fuck, like, I'm sorry, like, I don't know, I think we just got caught up, and then the cookies were there, and we were all just kind of going back and forth, and then we had a guest there, so we had to, like, almost rush it. It was just, It was terrible for this whole build-up I've been fucking building up for the Snyder Cut. Give my review, and then this fucking bullshit happens.
Well,
so.
you know, it's kind of fitting. So now you need to redo an episode and do like a Jesus cut or something.
Yes,
you
for
know?
real.
You know, 'cause the
Zack
first one was
review.
terrible, just like the movie. Now, I mean, I haven't seen the Snyder Cut yet. I haven't had a chance to. I don't care about spoilers. You can go into it, whatever. But I remember when I was watching the original movie.
Oh, he loved it.
Did Josh this league?
Don't put words into my mouth, damn it. Nah, I went and watched it with a couple of my friends from Croatia, and one of them has come back recently from a trip. So I knew the movie was going to be bad. They kind of had an idea it was going to be bad. So we had a water bottle full of rakia, which is like a brandy from back home, pretty strong alcohol. Mix it into our drinks, whatever. I was hammered, and I still hated the movie.
Oh, yeah,
so
it's
like,
terrible.
if I was drunk and didn't like it, like I don't want to watch it sober.
It's garbage. It's
Yeah.
definitely. Only
I mean, it wasn't
reason I
that
watch is
bad.
to compare for how terrible it was compared to the new one.
Do they fix the PS3 looking graphics?
They fixed everything.
Okay, good, okay.
Everything.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying that the graphics are,
Yeah.
but they're
I mean,
100% better.
The bar wasn't that high from the
Yeah.
first one, but the
Oh, yeah.
comparison is like,
They literally
Yeah.
just have to amp up one big pixel and boom, everything else
Yeah.
changed. It was bad. Did you see it, Jerry?
Yeah, I told you I was going to watch it that same
So
night.
you didn't watch it? Well,
I did.
I'm just kidding, Jerry.
I mean, I like the original one better than this.
Are you fucking
I'm
serious?
just kidding.
no,
Get the fuck out of here, shit. What the fuck are you doing
No,
here, Jerry?
I even told you the Snyder Cut. I liked it a lot better because they actually explained.
Yeah.
On the original one, they didn't really explain much.
the original one's just really rushed.
Yeah.
They put like single lines to connect things. And like,
Yes.
you know, I feel like that first cut was not good for anybody because one, it drags down Josh Whedon a lot,
Yeah.
and then it looks bad on the studio itself, and then you don't get anything that was Snyder.
No, nothing.
I'm like, I don't even know why Joss Whedon took it. Like, I wonder if the paycheck was big, but I was like, who would take a job like that? It's like they give you all the pieces to put it together, but then they take away some of it. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, just fill in.
I think because Josh Whedon was already experienced from Avengers. Like, he went into Avengers with just Avengers. He didn't go in with Avengers with filming Captain America or any other movie, standalone movie. He went in. They were he was not thrown in, but he was hired to do Avengers, which he did an amazing job in Avengers. Like,
Yeah.
I really liked Avengers, but on Justice League there was such a different tone and setting for the movie. So when they threw him in, I guess the studio and Josh both thought that they were going to be able to change it up into the Avengers style, like, and he's going to come in and be able to switch the characters up. Which, here's the thing, he did a good job at changing everything up and fucking everything up. Like, amazing job at fucking everything up. I'm not even lying. Like, I mean, spectacular job at me going like, damn, you really fucked this movie. Like, you did what you were fucking hired to do. Like,
It
straight
just
up.
had that Joss Whedon like comedy that I don't really like. You see it
No.
more on his TV shows, but I feel like it's not as jarring when you watch in those Avengers movies he directed. It's not as jarring, but it's very jarring when you're trying to connect it with like Snyder stuff. And then it kind of also breaks the personality of each character. So it feels like the characters aren't themselves anymore.
No, not at all. It was
Yeah.
a whole 360 once you went to Justice League.
That's the biggest thing once you watch the Snyder Cut. It's like at least the characters are consistent in their personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, like on the original, The Flash. Oh, he annoyed me so much.
He was a bitch. Like,
Yeah,
I
he annoyed
definitely
me
was.
so fucking much.
I didn't even want to stick up for like the casting anymore because I was very like, everybody shut up. Let's watch the Flash. Like, he's gonna do a great job. Wait till we see him. And then seeing Justice League, I was kind of like, ugh.
Yeah.
I don't. And the whole time I'm thinking, I was like, I don't think Snyder tried to make him like this. Like, I'm not saying that I don't think he would try to make him funny, but like, they really dumbed down the Flash in the first Justice League. Like, it was terrible. Nothing to him.
I think the Flash was basically that character that started getting popular within like different media, where for some reason all the guys are like dumbed down to like an extreme,
Yes.
almost like Family Guy level dumb.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. I mean, everything he did in the movie, like, just, I mean, I don't fight. I just push people. I'm just like what? How are we establishing he was in Suicide Squad taking down Captain Boomerang, but he only pushes people in Justice? Get the fuck out of here, man! Like,
But
just
that would
bad.
be because it'd be after he was a hero, right? Because I feel like the movies were out of order. That's also
Yeah.
like another thing. The movies like feel out of order.
I-
Like, the Flash already has like his full on costume.
Well, I think in Suicide Squad they were supposed to connect the villain to Steppenwolf. So they were actually supposed to connect the mother boxes on there and connect it to Steppenwolf from Suicide Squad and then leading into Justice League. So I think it was before, but they fucking switched so much shit up at DC that I don't fucking know what's going on over there. But the Snyder Cut, though, in general, to me was, I mean, for me as a Snyder fan and as a DC fan, like it's what I've wanted for sure. Like this is exactly what Snyder's been building up for, and I get it may not be for everybody, but like as a huge DC fan and a Snyder fan, like I definitely was satisfied with what I got. Now 4 hours, obviously, that's a long fucking movie, but
The movies is definitely like a huge improvement because you actually those 4 hours aren't quite wasted because it's like it lets you linger in the moment, so you get to take it in a lot more. And I guess there's a lot of slow motion, which some people were complaining about.
10 and a half minutes of slow motion.
Not like
Damn.
yeah.
I mean, in 4 hours, I guess it's not really that much
No,
comparison.
not the 4
Still.
hours. Yeah, not bad.
And also, I don't know if y'all heard the comments. A lot of people saying that the Snyder Cut looks just like the original one.
Who the
There's
fuck
the same
said that?
the same thing.
No, it's not. Not
Oh,
even.
they just
I didn't
added.
hear
They just
those.
added like.
I've never heard that.
Y'all didn't hear?
No, I've never heard that.
Well, I heard.
One thing you could compare is like there's the same scenes, so some of the same scenes are used, but they have a different pacing, and they actually play out better than the actual Justice League. Because the whole Amazonian skin like butchered, that's like more graphic, and they do a lot more. Because it's not just like getting out the tower, or out the chamber,
the dome.
whatever it is, the dome.
Yeah.
Once they get out of there, it's like he doesn't just straight chase them. It's like they actually do stuff with the dome where the dome like falls and then take a moment, they breathe, like feeling like they just got rid of him, and then he shows up again, and then it goes into that whole chase sequence.
Yeah, it was a lot longer, but it added so much more feel. Like you were actually feeling for the Amazonians. Like you were actually seeing them fight. You were actually seeing them in action, not back down, not scared. Like it took longer for them to tear down that temple and to get outside. And on the first one, like everything happens within like 45 seconds. Like boom, 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 boom. He comes down. I want mother. Like shut the fuck up.
But then you actually see the parademons being more of a threat.
Yes.
Because they're actually like killing some of the Amazonians. So you're seeing them. They're harder to take down, but you're also seeing the Amazonians like having more of a fight.
Yeah, I really like that about it. Yeah, everything
The
about
only
the movie
weird
good.
thing is whenever they do these rituals, like
Which ones?
because they'll have the ritual for the Amazonians shooting the arrow, because it's supposed to be like an emergency arrow.
Oh, yeah.
That takes a while, and then they go like for Aquaman. I don't know what the lore is behind Aquaman if he like lives for a long time, but every time he shows up to the village and they sing a song when he leaves.
Oh yeah,
and they just
homegirl.
linger on.
Yeah, that I will say that's the only part that lingering on. I was like, I wouldn't linger on this part, but like I get it. It was dope for the scene. It fit the scene, but it was
It just
definitely
seems
a little
like
long.
it's something more dramatic than it needs to, and it just lingers on there
Yeah,
for a while.
I
And I
agree.
think Snyder does that a lot in some movies, but like his whole thing is like to make it dynamic. He's like on par, but kind of opposite to Michael Bay. Like, and where they're bombastic and they're actually like action packed, and the visuals are like.
I
a lot
really
better
I
than
really
Snyder.
hate that I'm agreeing with you on that. I really hate that you just compare Zack Snyder and Michael Bay.
Hey,
But
Michael
I can
Bay's
see-
successful for a reason.
Well, I'm talking about like as far as film wise, like I think Zack Snyder's like a genius when it comes to him putting things in it and like going to like Greek mythology and like really like just putting more feel in the movies. But Michael Bay is great at like I go to Michael Bay movies and I'm ready to fucking have a good time. Like I'm ready to fucking see some action, fucking see aspect ratios change. Like I'm ready to see every fucking thing in Michael Bay movie. But with Zack Snyder, I feel different. But I see what you mean though, and I hate that. But I see what you mean.
So obviously, this seems to have started a little bit of a trend of remaking movies because
Yeah.
Suicide Squad's coming out in a couple months, right?
Yeah,
that's
August.
being remade.
Oh, it's
so-
getting like another cut.
Yeah.
No. That one's it's like
The James Gunn.
Yeah, it's
reboot.
like a small reboot.
Yeah.
Oh, reboot, not like a. I thought it. Oh,
No,
it's
it's not a remake. It's James Gunn's.
Oh, it's a
own
complete
Suicide
reboot.
Squad.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a
It's
like
a soft reboot.
A soft reboot.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
okay.
that's the
Okay.
word.
So is it gonna?
But
cut in-
it looks pretty cool. I was like,
yeah, I heard Sylvester Stallone, and I'm like, okay, that's
yeah,
interesting.
Stallone is King Shark.
Yeah.
It's just looks. It's an R-rated Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
That's pretty much what it
Yeah.
looks like.
Okay.
On Earth. Yeah.
Is it gonna tie into Justice League then? Is this one gonna tie in properly? What do you think?
They're like doing their own thing, so now everything's kind of disconnected from
Okay.
each
Okay.
other.
Yeah.
So,
I've heard that they're not continuing the SnyderVerse.
Oh.
it's really
Where-
messed up on WB because Warner Brothers is like they got bought out by AT&T, so you have AT&T execs like pushing some agendas while Warner Brothers trying to do other agendas, and they're fighting within the company.
And HBO's in the middle, just like, come on.
And HBO Max is like, we want the Snyder.
Yeah, just put out the movies.
If it wasn't for HBO Max, we would not have the Snyder Cut. 100%. They said that it was 2 executives at HBO Max that were pushing to buy it.
But it was also
for them.
AT&T that was greenlit.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were
that's
like,
true.
oh, we're definitely making money from this.
Oh, and they're making
And they
a
needed people
shitload.
to
Yeah.
like subscribe to HBO Max, so
It
it's
went
working
up
out.
super, super big.
The fans and the corporate like need aligned.
Yeah,
No.
they would be dumb to not continue the Snyderverse. Like, it would be the dumbest move. Like, I don't see why they would not continue it.
I mean, they're already working on sequels to some of the stuff, right? Is Aquaman sequel in the work yet?
Aquaman 2's in the work. Black Adam's in
There's
the
a
work.
Flash movie.
Oh yeah.
Shazam 2 is in the works.
There's
the
a Flash movie?
movie's in the work, which is dumb.
Flash
Nice.
with Ben Affleck's Batman.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
hell
they
yeah.
So
cut.
I don't know how that's gonna. They might do the whole like Flashpoint thing.
I think that's what they're gonna
Yeah.
do. They
Oh,
cut Cyborg
okay.
out the movie. Like
Yeah.
they don't. Warner Brothers doesn't like Ray Fisher,
And then you have the Robert Pattinson Batman coming out.
which looks good.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, looks really good.
So I guess it would make sense. You could connect it with Flashpoint, like you said. I guess it does make sense in
Yeah.
canon if they.
But
end up
then
doing
they're
that.
also doing like Elseworld stuff like they did with the Joker. So they plan on doing stuff like that too.
DC is so confusing. I don't
Yeah.
fucking like. We say this, and then fucking next year, all of a sudden, everything's changed again, and I'm just like, fuck, man. Like, because we had a whole slate for up to 2022 that we're supposed to be getting Flash, Cyborg, like all these women, all these movies, and then now look at this, like we're getting a
There was
James
even
Gunn
a-
Suicide Squad movie.
There was even a rumor that they might try and get Zack Snyder back to do Wonder Woman 3 if they continue the Snyderverse. And I was like, that's because I like Zack Snyder behind the first Wonder Woman because visually it's like Zack Snyder's style,
Yeah,
but it had like more direction with Patty Jenkins, where like grounded the characters more, or at least emotionally they're more grounded.
yeah.
But you have like the cool action scenes and like the visuals from Zack Snyder. And I was like, that one came together pretty well. But it does the thing where it has like the weird last third of the movie, which is all the weird CGI.
Yeah.
It just looks awkward.
Yeah, I agree. I like the first Wonder Woman. I thought the first Wonder Woman was great. The second Wonder Woman was.
Yeah.
That's the movie where you can definitely see Patty Jenkins' style all over it. Like the first one, you like George said, you see the Snyder behind it, but you see that Patty Jenkins taking captaining the ship. But on Wonder Woman 2, it's just holy fuck. Like
I didn't have a chance to watch it
it's
honestly. But,
it has some good moments, but like overall, you're just like, oh, you want to sell toys, okay?
Of
like,
course.
yeah, that's what it is.
It was basically like if you watch it, just turn your brain off and just enjoy it.
Yeah, and then you'll be disappointed at the end for sure.
Oh, even if I turn my brain off and just sit and watch it.
Probably, yes. It's not that
Damn.
good.
All right, so heavy drinking with that one.
Yeah, probably for sure.
The stuff I thought was weird in the Snyderverse was where it feels like it ends and then it just picks up with like the teaser from like the first cut, right? Where you get Deathstroke comes up and talks to Lex Luthor.
Oh yeah.
And that one's like a little extended. And then you get
And they changed the dialogue on there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
then you get Martian Manhunter at the end. And like every scene with Martian Manhunter, I thought it was weird. They just kind of shoehorned it in.
Well, I think so. I agree, but the reason why I think they did that is because I think Zack Snyder was like, if this is my last chance to make like a DC movie, I'm just gonna go all in and put everything in there.
It definitely looks like that because it's like the Martian Manhunter's kind of shoved into the movie, and then like at the end of the movie you get that more of a nightmare sequence, and it was like almost like Zack Snyder just put that stuff out so he could put it out because he might not get like another chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it also works to keep the fan base like riled up. They're like, oh, we want to see more of this because they put the Joker and Batman at the very end.
They had the number one hashtagged in 24 hours ever. 1.4 million, beating Endgame, and I forgot what other hashtag for restore the Snyderverse.
But for sure, like the Martian Manhunter one just looks out of place because instead of having a good scene with Diane.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you on there. Yeah.
Instead of having like Martha and like Lois like
Diane
have
Keaton.
a deep connection, like conversation, and then they reveal it's Martian Manhunter. It's like what?
Yeah.
And people who don't know who that is, they're like even more confused.
Yeah. I really like that part, and I will say, even though I was like, damn, that was Martian Manhunter, I was kind of like, that kind of defeats the purpose of like that sentimental moment of, you know. But I get it. And again, like, I don't know if we're gonna get any more. And it was supposed to be Green Lantern at the end when Martian Manhunter came in. It was actually Green Lantern, and he actually shot the scene with Green Lantern.
Yeah, they forced him to take it out.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense. Because I'm like, well, if you guys aren't continuing it, just fucking let him have it. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But
Who was it? Ryan Reynolds?
Huh?
Ryan Reynolds?
No, it was.
It was gonna be the Black Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It was
John Stewart.
Yeah, it was the Trevor something, the guy from Moonlight and Predator. Big black dude at the end of Moonlight.
I don't think I've seen
You
Moonlight.
didn't see
I haven't seen
Moonlight?
Moonlight.
Moonlight is about the
I saw Predator.
He was
the
on
two
the,
guys, right?
who's the black dude on Predator?
On like the new one.
The new one.
New one.
The
Okay.
terrible ass fucking Shane Black movie.
That dude has like he was good in that Predator movie.
Yeah, he was
Like,
good on there. Yeah. He was supposed to be Jon Stewart.
See, I like the Predator movie up until like the very end, whenever they have that really bad looking
Oh
suit.
fuck!
It looks like graphics from the 80s. They almost like did CG stop motion.
Well, it's funny because like if we would have seen that like when we were like 13, we would be like, dude, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Because I remember watching that, going like, this is garbage, and my son going like, what? I'm like, God, was I that stupid when I was younger?
It's like it was like Power Rangers level quality.
Yeah, it definitely was, and it was just like very stiff too. Like it was just. Yeah, George's right. Literally, like, you see those bad Power Rangers villains? That's what it looked like. It was bad. The movie was just terrible.
Damn.
But I do like Shane Black. I feel like some of his movies just haven't been hitting recently.
The two movies that don't hit for me is Predator and Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3, you didn't like it?
Iron Man 3, to me, before the Josh Whedon Justice League came out, it was the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. The worst comic book movie I've ever seen.
I really liked it because of the concept of it. Because it was like everything's still like the Iron Man movies have the same thing. They kind of repeat themselves. Where it's like, he wronged someone in the past, and that person's like coming back, and that's like every Iron Man.
That's what he did
movie.
on Iron Man 3.
He does that in 2 and 3.
Yeah.
But in 3, it's like Iron Man. Like that's where you get that the theme where it's like the suit doesn't make the man. It's like
Yeah, but it's Iron Man. That's like seeing a Batman movie and being like, it's a Bruce Wayne movie. You know, like the suit doesn't make. I'd be like, bro, go fuck yourself. Like,
But that's what
I
you got
know
with
why.
Batman Begins.
Yeah, but that's because it was Batman Begins. It's the that's what we got in Iron Man 1. We didn't see him in the suit till like 30 minutes in. He was in the cave. We saw 30
Yeah,
minutes
but now
in.
you have like an Iron Man who's like defined as Iron Man, right?
I don't like
but
it.
you get out of the suit and it becomes like a spy movie. And I was like, you get to see Tony Stark outside of the suit still being like really innovative and like figuring out solutions to problems. And like I liked it. And at the end, it was just weird once he gets this taken off and then like he blows up his suits. I'm like, why blow up the suits?
That's what I just didn't like. I get what you say. I think maybe everything up until the end, I was like, okay, this can work. And then the whole ending, I was like, so none of this worked. None of it worked.
I felt like the movie did work, and it was like Marvel's first attempt at trying something else before they switched into like blending superheroes with different genres. So it feels like it was the first one in that like phase that they were going to. Because after that they did like Guardians of the Galaxy, and then that kind of made the shift, and then you get like the Winter Soldier movie, which is like a 70s spy thriller. And probably the spy stuff works better in that Winter Soldier than it did in Iron Man 3.
100%.
Hey, you know what I noticed? I noticed that Iron Man.
Jerry's here.
I noticed that Iron Man is just the same as Batman. Their superpowers are just being
dude,
rich.
in the Snyder Cut, it feels like Batman's like the Hawkeye of the team. And that Snyder Cut, he has to sit back. He takes out what he can. He's like taking care of the parademons, but he's like, you guys handle everything because he can't really do much.
Again, I hate that. You're right. Yeah, it's definitely. He was the brains.
He combines
okay?
like the Hawkeye and the Nick Fury of the team.
Yeah. You're right. I'm not gonna deny that. It's
Hey,
still
so-
badass though.
So you said that's the worst. What you said, the Snyder Cut's the worst superhero movie you've seen.
No, not the Snyder Cut.
No, I'm sorry, the other one. Sorry, my bad.
Iron Man.
I'm sorry.
No, Justice League.
Yeah.
Josh Whedon's is the worst.
Have you watched the '90s Captain America movie?
The 90s.
Well, okay, so no, I haven't. But the way I define like movies being bad is like if I go in to see like a '90s Iron Man or Captain America movie, I know I'm gonna expect garbage. I already know that. But when I go see Iron Man 3, I'm not expecting garbage.
Okay,
and when it
that's
comes
fair.
out garbage, I'm like, what the fuck was this?
That's fair.
So of course I'd probably go in there like, yeah, this is worse than Iron Man 3, but I would prefer this over Iron Man 3 for sure.
It's got some really. I mean, I haven't seen a movie. I've just seen scenes. It's got some like amazing things. One of my favorite things that always keeps on being played is he's in this car with this lady, and he's like, "Oh my God, pull over! My stomach hurts. I need to get out." He gets out. She gets out after. You okay? And then he just steals her car. Captain America.
Captain America did this
Yes.
shit? Fuck.
And the best part about that movie, it's filmed back in my home country. I think in Montenegro, actually, right next to my home country, Montenegro.
Oh,
So I'm like,
nice.
hell yeah! So it's got some history with me. So I'm gonna need to actually like watch the full movie and see how bad it is, because it just looks hilariously awful.
So you haven't seen it yet?
No, but I've just seen scenes and they're like I said, like top quality like garbage, like the
Quality?
stuff, yeah, like the peak quality garbage you want to watch.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the type of shit. I know that's the type you guys go for, like The Room and
Oh,
stuff.
I love The Room.
I know you do.
It's so good. You got to meet Tommy. You have to meet
Did
Tommy.
you meet him?
Yes.
Yeah, we got to meet.
What is it?
He's exactly how he seems. Like
Yeah,
us.
I wouldn't expect any more. If he came out really smart, I would be like, I don't want to meet you. I'm leaving.
Everybody got to love each other. And the next question.
Yeah, next question. Oh, that's a boring question.
Oh, that's a boring question. Next question, please.
Yeah, literally exactly how it is. Super funny.
What were you saying, Jerry? Before we cut you off? While we were having fun? No, I'm kidding.
I forgot.
Oh, okay.
Something about Iron Man being just like Batman. Their superpowers is just being rich.
Well, I mean, they're just like almost, mirrored images, Marvel and DC.
Yeah, they just compare him as like rich superheroes.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of, but like
Money makes
you've
him
seen. I don't know. I'm not
No,
that
but
big
you
of a.
get, in the movies, you get Iron Man actually taking on the big bad guy because he takes on Thanos. And
Yeah.
He has him like pinned for a little while, and then like Batman in the movie, he's like hanging back. 'Cause
Okay.
he stands there and take him out.
Whoa.
Yeah,
He's like,
in the
"Whoa."
movies, yeah, but
Yeah.
like so. What I want
Probably
is
if you get to like the later movies, he'll probably come out with like the dark side power suit.
what I want in a
Probably.
live action movie is like I want live action movie where Batman actually takes out the Justice League, because they've done that in a couple of the comic book movies, and it's really interesting because you're like, damn, like this dude can actually like fuck up everybody.
Yeah.
But then you look at Iron Man, like,
have you guys
can
watched-
Iron Man fuck up like the no.
Have you seen the what is it? Invincible. It's like the new Amazon Prime like superhero cartoon.
I haven't, but I've been hearing nothing but good things about it.
Yeah.
It's really good. But there's a scene where like the guy who's
Don't ruin it. I'm going to see it.
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
watch
see
it?
I'm going to
Alright.
watch it today. I'm going to watch it today. I promise, because my friend told me about it. He goes, bro, that episode 1, he's like, that ending. And I was like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah, you gotta see
That's
the
enough.
ending.
Yeah. I'm
And
going to
you'll
watch
see
it.
you'll see like Batman v Superman.
Okay. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. I'm gonna
So
watch
somebody
that
says
shit.
Martha in the thing.
No, but it's a realistic
Look here,
take
you
on
son of
Batman
a-
versus Superman.
Oh, you son of a
did
bitch.
y'all watch that? Did y'all watch the animated one with Batman vs Superman, the 2-parter?
Oh, The Dark Knight Returns?
The Dark Knight
Yes.
Returns.
Oh
That's
my
good.
god, that was
Fuck yes.
beautiful.
That's what PBS is based on.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen Justice League Dark Apocalypse?
Yes, bro.
Fucking
Yes.
amazing.
It was
Holy
a great
shit.
ending to that whole like
The series?
the Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good cinematic universe right there. Like,
Yeah.
that was a really good universe
I
right
didn't
there.
I didn't like the first movie or two. I was like, I don't know, like the old ones were better, but then as they kept on coming out, like I said, especially that last one, Apocalypse, fire.
Bro, it was
Amazing.
so-
Everything
you haven't
after
seen it, watch it, Jerry.
Flashpoint, I guess there was a
Which
couple-
one?
Justice League War was the one that seemed like the
Apocalypse.
Whedon movie.
Yeah.
The which one?
The Justice League War, that's the one I felt that was kind of like the Whedon's Justice League cut because it's very fast.
Yes. Yeah.
But
like,
and that one, like you expect it because it's a cartoon movie. You're not expecting like huge budget. You're more lenient with anything.
yeah,
But
that's
I
a,
was
that's
like, I
a-
still like it.
That's a really good way to put it. Yeah, Justice League War, because you don't really get to know the characters. They just kind of show
Yeah.
up. The action starts to happen. There's a lot of jokes with Green Lantern. Like, it's a lot of, like, just not too much. Yeah, that's a pretty good way to
I
put
still
it.
really like the Suicide Squad. Was it High Road or was it?
I don't think I've watched that.
Assault on Arkham and Payback.
Is
Suicide
it
Squad,
Payback?
something Payback. Something full of Payback.
There's one that's like a Grindhouse movie, and I was like, oh, this is a really good one. That's where you get like the Reverse Flash comes back.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the
Yeah.
Payback. Something Payback, where he's He still got from Flashpoint, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a dope movie.
Oh, that's one of those I still didn't watch. I watched almost all the
that
DC
one's really
ones.
good.
Milos, what do you watch? Every movie
doesn't
you say,
watch-
you're like,
Nothing.
Yeah,
I
we
spend
have
my
a
life on
movie podcast,
YouTube.
and he doesn't watch any movies.
Hey, it's all about YouTube and porn, my brother. That's
YouTube
it.
and porn. I'm with you on that. Amen. Nah, I'm kidding.
Nah, but so I mean, speaking of like I said, the animated movies and stuff, I've always felt that DC did a way better job than Marvel when it comes to those.
Oh, yeah.
Almost all of them.
Yeah.
I remember watching the Avengers movies like when I was little, like the animated ones.
Yeah.
And I was thinking like, oh my god, these are so good. And I watched them like probably about 3-4 years ago. I was like, oh my god, I thought this
Even
was
as a
good.
kid, I thought they were boring.
Yeah, I agree with George. Every Marvel show or even movie that I watched, cartoon, I didn't like. And even if I did kind of like it, I never felt connected. I was just kind of like, oh, it's a cool superhero, like another superhero movie, whatever. It was always the DC ones that really pulled me in.
Around
Under
the
Red
time
Hood
they
is
were
still
doing
gotta be
these,
like
like-
one of my favorite ones. Yeah.
Whenever they were doing these like animated movies, like the Avengers Ultimate movies, I felt them.
Oh, yeah.
They were all kind of boring.
Yeah.
And then like the only one I liked was the Planet Hulk one.
That was.
And then they
interesting.
had a Young Avengers.
Young Avengers.
Which it takes place in the future, and I liked that one. And then like the rest of them, I wasn't really into. But
No.
I did like the older like '90s cartoons. I remember watching those. And the one that holds up for me is still like the Spider-Man one.
You talking about the shows? No, the shows, like X-Men, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Those are really, really good, like the old school ones. But
I like
definitely,
Spider-Man Unlimited. Do you remember that? Where he's like has a weird suit, like a nano suit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do you ever remember the Spider-Man one from MTV?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I fucking always forget about that one. It was like a 3D kind of, right?
Yeah, it was like the flat 3D graphics or like with no shading. But
Yeah.
it was like one of the first of its kind.
It was pretty cool. Yeah, it was pretty
Neil Patrick Harris is Spider-Man.
cool. Oh yeah.
How long did that one run for?
It's just like a season or two.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I liked it from what I remember.
Hey, you know what movie I really want them to make? A Static Shock movie.
They're making it.
Yeah, they're
Oh, they
working
are?
on it.
Yeah.
From Static
Oh, I
Shock,
didn't- I didn't
Blue
know.
Beetle.
I think Michael B. Jordan's producer or something behind Static Shock.
Oh, okay,
possibly.
cool.
Yeah.
And then there's like the Michael B. Jordan Superman coming out.
So who's playing the actor?
I don't know who the actor is, but there was a rumor a while back where Jaden Smith might have been going for Static Shock.
No, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember it was confirmed. Like I remember people were like, it's confirmed. Like it's not
No.
confirmed. Not saying that he would do it bad. I'm just like, this is not confirmed yet.
Yeah.
Like it would be everywhere. But yeah, I saw.
Speaking
that.
of the Smiths, is Will Smith gonna be in that new Justice League? Not Justice League, new Suicide Squad thing?
No.
No. Okay. So complete recast and everything. Okay. I haven't looked up
It's
anything
a
about
soft
the movie.
reboot.
No, it's
like
a-
just new characters in the squad.
Because they still
Okay,
got
okay, yeah.
Joe Kinnaman. They still got
Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
They still got
The Boomerang guy.
Boomerang, Captain Boomerang, and Viola Davis's character.
Okay. Okay,
but
so-
everybody else is new though.
It's not.
Okay.
It's almost like a sequel with the soft. It's a soft reboot.
Okay, yeah.
So
I mean,
it's a
yeah,
sequel.
yeah. Suicide Squad makes sense. They always have a rotating cast of characters.
Yeah.
It's understandable. I guess I understand that. Yeah.
And now they're promoting it like don't get attached.
Don't get attached.
Yeah, so this like they're planning to kill more of them off or something.
Damn.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
so I mean, yeah, you expect a lot of them to die.
And like with James Gunn behind it, I expect it to be like hilarious.
Yeah.
Because his stuff is like really bloody and hilarious, like outside of Marvel.
Yeah, I really like James Gunn's style, and I'm hoping that I don't know. DC's so fucking. Warner Brothers. I'm sorry. Is just. I don't know. I really hope that this is James Gunn's vision. Like David Ayers, like they were making him say like it was his vision, and he was slowly kind of throwing little shots that it wasn't. Like the studio really had a lot to do with it. Not saying it could have been better, but it would have honestly it would have been better because he has a whole hour of Joker footage. 100% than we would have been better with that shit in there.
Yeah, I wonder how much better it would be. Because Suicide Squad's the one that I still like the least.
Mine is Wonder Woman, but I think Wonder Woman is a better movie.
Yeah.
But it's my least favorite one out of the. I guess the SnyderVerse.
I feel like that movie just carried by Harley Quinn, Will Smith, and Diablo. Like that, those are the ones that carry
Yeah.
most of the movie for me.
Yeah, Captain Boomerang almost did it for me, but it wasn't.
He feels like comedy relief.
Yeah. But I wasn't attached to him yet. Like, and I really hope that this movie brings it around because I really liked Captain Boomerang.
Hey, talking about comedy, when are you gonna do a comedy stand-up?
Oh,
You're doing stand up?
No, not yet. I mean, I thought I talked about it because we started going to, or a couple of times we went to Hyenas every Thursday we try to get together and go and just fuck around, whatever. My friend Kevin said he was gonna do a stand up, and I was like, you know what? If you do it, I'm gonna do it. And then he bitched out, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start writing some material.
Hey,
so I was trying to get some stuff together. I might end up like doing some stuff there. Yeah, it's funny. This one guy in one of my classes right now, UTA, he's actually doing stand up over there. I saw him, I was like, holy shit. He's like, oh man, thanks. So what'd you think? I'm like, it was good.
It was good.
Like, I'm here.
One of those we're like, yeah, I saw you.
Now he's gonna know on the podcast.
Hey, Milos, Jesus started writing too a long time ago. Do you remember?
What? Stand-up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still write a lot. I have a lot.
Oh, you still do it?
I have a lot.
So why don't
How
you
come
go,
you don't
man?
do it?
When are you gonna
I don't know. I just haven't really.
You
I
should,
don't know.
go?
No, I mean I want to, but
because you're pretty funny.
I have a lot of material, but I'm also like I know a lot of the material.
Can we get one?
It's funny in my head. I don't know. You can't get one.
Come on.
I mean, we'd laugh at you. It's
Come
okay.
on.
No, I have it all written down because I'd have to go over like the way I'm gonna say it.
Oh, okay,
So
I
I'd
got
have
you.
to like. Because I could just say it to you guys, you'd be like, huh? And it's all about the delivery.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, of
if I
course,
don't say
of
it
course.
right, then you guys are going to laugh.
Nah. Mine are mostly just informed with like stories and stuff, like stories
Same.
stories from Walmart, from like back home, from dumb shit. Yeah.
That's the funniest shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
From real experiences.
Yeah, so that's what it is. Now, I mean, the one thing that's like I don't want to do is if I do start doing that is I don't want to go on like every week, because there's this one guy up there, a little shorter dude. Y'all probably seen him on the after show. Like his jokes are kind of funny, but they were funny once. And he says he has the same exact set every single time we see him. And every time he comes on, I'm just like, come on, dude, please have something new. Please have something new. And like he never has.
And he
anything
doesn't
new.
change up. It's like the same material.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's why I'm like, come on, man. Like seriously, like yeah, the jokes are kind of funny the first time you hear them, but just like most people here come back regularly.
Yeah.
I think that's what you end up running into with the open mic. It's like if you go consistently, it's also the same comedians going up there and
Of course.
trying out the same jokes.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll try a new one or change up how they say it, but it's usually the same set. So once you've seen it, you're like, it's not as funny.
Well, maybe a lot of them do use that as their gym.
Yeah,
But if you're not
that's what it is.
changing up the jokes,
Yeah.
like for a better delivery, and you're just repeating them, it's like, okay, you got it. Fucking next one. What's the next? Like you got that one. You fucking worked it out 8 times. And knocked that out of the park the last 3 weeks. What's the next one?
Yeah,
But that's what they use the open mic for, just to
Yeah.
practice.
I mean,
And
there's
I
a lot
guess
of the
they're
guys.
hoping it's like more different people every time.
Yeah.
But if you're like the person that's been going like to every open mic, you're gonna see the same thing.
I'd like to go with you guys. Let me know when you guys go to Hyenas next.
No. If I have time tomorrow, unless I'm watching Godzilla tomorrow.
I can't tomorrow, but if you're doing next week on Thursday.
Okay. Well,
Well,
shit,
it's
then
my
I'll
brother's
probably
anniversary tomorrow.
Probably gonna watch Godzilla tomorrow then. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna go try and find a big ass theater, big ass screen. Did y'all watch it yet?
No.
It came out today, right?
I'm gonna watch it Friday.
I'm gonna watch it Saturday.
What team?
Yeah.
What team y'all got?
I don't know, man. I have to go with Godzilla. I have to go with Godzilla.
I think nobody's gonna win. They're all gonna die.
I mean, yeah, because it's not gonna be like there's gonna be a bigger
Yeah,
threat revealed.
Surprise monster out of nowhere. It's like,
So it's either gonna be like Destroya or Mecha Godzilla. I'm betting.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
gotta be
betting
one of
too.
those
I've
two,
been
yeah.
just blocking it out of my head of like what I think. I'm just like whatever. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's, but I'm gonna go.
I
for
just
con.
want to go in and be surprised. Like a lot of times when I go watch a movie, I'll try and avoid trailers for movies I really want to watch. That way I could go in not knowing anything.
Yeah.
I did that for like most of the last Marvel movies. Like I didn't even watch the trailer. Like try to keep away from spoilers and then
Yeah.
finally watch it and just take it in for what it is.
I do that now. What I'll do is I'll watch the trailer. I'll watch the trailer, and if about 30 seconds to 45 seconds in, I'm like getting a lot and I'm interested, I shut it off. I'm like, okay, I do want to watch it. Done. But I used to be the guy that was literally, and I talked about it on my podcast, but I used to be the guy that was like, I want to see this movie. Trailer 1, trailer 2, trailer 3, trailer 4, behind the scenes, sneak peek,
Then
what
you
they
see
do
the full
here,
movie before
interviews
you
with
see
them. Yeah, and I'm going like, I know this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. I'm just like, all the fun is gone. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, I've now stopped. Like now I'm just.
And I know like even Marvel started like putting it into their marketing where they'll make fake trailers. Like there's like fake scenes in the trailers.
On Endgame and Infinity War, they did that.
And like people like that because now you're still surprised when you see the movie and the movie's still good. But then they got upset whenever they did that for like Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah.
They put all these like Joker scenes in the trailer, and then there's like hardly any Joker in it.
Well, that was
Oh,
just.
yeah.
And
fucked
some
up.
dude in the UK like sued Warner Brothers for
Yeah, fucking for real. They fuck. What the fuck was I gonna tell you right now about the fuck? What did you say? And I just lost it.
all the
so-
Joker
or
stuff
suing somebody from UK.
No, before that. Right before that.
The fuck were we talking
that
about?
they
YouTube
put a bunch of
and
scenes
porn?
in the Joker scene.
What?
YouTube and porn?
No. Fuck. I forgot. Oh fucking well.
So when Endgame came out, I tried to get a ticket. I got off work at 11, and I did get a ticket. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch this movie. Like I'm gonna watch it as soon as I can. I got off work at 11. I found a ticket for fucking 3 a.m. all the way like 30, 40 minutes out of my way. So I went home, slept for like an hour or two, and drove out there just to
Holy
fucking watch
shit.
it. Not really because I was like, you know what? It's gonna be a great movie, which it was. I was just like, I don't want shit to get spoiled. I care. Like I just don't want shit to get spoiled in this movie. I'm gonna go and watch it. I don't care.
So it wasn't spoiled for you?
No, because I literally watched it like the night it came out, but you know, like instead of watching like the first,
Yeah.
I think at 10, I watched it at 3 a.m.
It got spoiled for me.
Fuck.
So it came out, and then I was gonna watch it the day it came out that night. Right when I got off work, we were gonna go see it. But people had saw it before. I was working at the valet, and there was this guy
Oh no,
going around with his phone, and he just was like, "Hey, check this out." And I was like, "What?" And then I scroll, and it fucking shows Iron Man with the gauntlet, and
Oh my
I was
God.
this close to like I was really mad, and he was like, "Why are you so mad?" And I was like, you don't fucking know me, bro. Like I fucking love movies, and you're just fucking and people were like really like, bro, like you really pissed the Seuss off. Like I've never talked to him ever since. Like I'm like, go fuck
Oh
yourself,
my
bro.
God.
You fucking piece of shit, man. Like fuck that shit, dude. Fuck that. And he was like, it got ruined for me, so I wanted to ruin it for other people. So it wasn't even that. It was like an accident of him going, oh, I didn't know. It was just like, I'm going to ruin it for other people because
Yeah.
it was ruined for me.
Wow.
Fuck that.
That dude's an asshole.
Yes, he is.
I mean, if like if it's been like a week or two and something gets ruined, you know, at that point you can't really be mad. At that point, you know, it's kind of your fault. You
Yeah.
didn't see it, but
I
like,
agree.
But like if you like in the weekend, like you should at least go like the weekend without getting it spoiled for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say the weekend, Monday, Tuesday, going in. After that, you're kind of,
Yeah.
you're walking on the minefield the whole fucking
Yeah,
time.
of course,
but
of
shit,
course.
man. Yeah.
No.
No, you know what I hate? People that will go to the movies and watch it and they'll snap like pretty much all the whole thing.
Fuck yeah.
I'm like, what? Why?
Oh my god.
Hey, whenever a good movie comes out that I really want to see, on the day it comes out, if I can't go that day, and I have to go like maybe 2-3 days after, like on the weekend,
You
I'll
stay off
just get
social.
off social media.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll like take, I uninstall all the apps.
Yeah, same. Because people just, and then sometimes you won't notice, but you'll see a picture of that, but you don't really think. You just like, oh, and you click
Yeah.
it, and you're like, fuck. You're trying to get out real big, like shit.
But
Yeah.
you already saw it. It's too late. Your brain knows.
It's right in your head. You're like, well, hopefully this isn't true. Like, fuck. Yeah.
Damn. But, you know, with seeing the fake trailers, one thing that I remember clearly, just because it was kind of funny, I remember the movie Downsizing, which a lot of people apparently didn't like.
With Matt Damon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I mean,
That was good.
Everybody was like, people were like, oh my god, I thought it was going to be, you know, this, but it turns out to be, you know, a slice of life movie with little people. But the fucking scene with a giant ass vodka bottle being towed behind him or something, or just being shown, it wasn't in the movie. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? And like, I mean, yeah, it's a stupid thing, but I was like, that scene would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
Why did they cut it?
Yeah, sometimes I just think studios cut it because like, oh, we're running over time. And I'm just like, you gotta cut a fucking 30-second clip? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, yeah.
I mean, I understand it adds nothing to the movie, but it's funny. I
Yeah.
wanted to see it in the movie.
I remember my question. So Netflix is now doing this whole thing, which I've noticed is that they don't release trailers until the movie's like almost a month to like 2 months before it releases. So like Mortal Kombat, HBO is doing that now.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat didn't get a trailer till fucking February, and
Yeah.
it comes out in April. Do y'all think that's a better way now? Or do you think like the same way they're doing it where they just release trailers and then fucking 9 months later the movie? Because I feel like the hype becomes stronger when you see that trailer 2 months before. You're like, oh fuck, like this is coming out, and more people are kind of like, oh, it's coming out in 2 months compared to like
Yeah, like Star Wars and stuff. Like trailer comes out in like
A year before.
yeah,
the-
almost a full year. Yeah,
which I think like fans of films appreciate and they're still hyped from whenever they see the trailer.
Of course.
But the majority, I think, forget about it. Oh, I forgot about that movie. I forgot that movie was coming out. Like, oh, I did see a trailer for that shit last year, but I thought it came out already. And so, do you guys think it's that type of marketing is better?
I think it might be better just because now you know it's coming out and then you can watch it like before you forget about it.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it'll be more in your mind like right away, and you won't really like get too tired of the trailers because they'll just keep on showing them, and you're like, I don't want to see it
I think
anymore.
the long trailers a year before, or like even further before, work for big movies, but not so much for smaller movies.
Yeah, and that was my next thing. I was like, it's gonna be better for smaller movies because you release fucking Avengers 4 a year trailer before, the hype's not gonna go down. But you release an indie film, a trailer, 6 months before, the hype will go down in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Except for those people who really, really want to see it. So I do think that that 2-month marketing of like just pushing it all in 2 months, you're gonna get that bigger crowd.
There was one movie I was looking for and I thought it came out, but it was Maud, Saint Maud.
Oh, it did come out.
It finally came out, but I was like waiting for it since like the year before.
Yeah, it was a while though. It was a while that it was supposed to come out. You're right.
And like I had forgotten about it, and then one day I'm just sitting, I was like, I wonder if this movie's out, and it still wasn't out. It was barely playing like on certain film festivals or something.
It took forever.
Yeah. Where did it come out on right now?
It's on Vudu. It's on digital.
Vudu?
Yeah, because that's where I saw it on there. I didn't even see the movie, but that's where I saw it on there.
But yeah, speaking of like delays and stuff like that, like when they first started showing trailers for Black Widow, I was like, I'm gonna watch this, whatever. And now with all the delays and everything, I'm just like, I don't even think I'm gonna fucking watch it.
I don't
At this
even care
point, I'm
anymore.
just like, I don't care anymore. Yeah. With like being delayed the fuck.
I'm just watching all the other Marvel shows. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm still okay. I'm so glad that I'm still hyped for Godzilla because like the same thing happened. I got pushed like 3 times. I was like, motherfucker. But like I'm still glad I'm so hyped for it because I would have been so sad.
That's also like a whole different thing. That's like a different genre. You got monster.
Yeah, it's a big
Cake
fucking monster
kaiju
movie. Yeah. No one's missing that
we
shit.
We don't get those.
Yeah, for
we
real.
hardly get those.
Yeah, I'm ready for fucking Godzilla versus Kong for sure.
Absolutely. I just like one of the funniest things I've seen. You've probably seen the GIF where it's like or GIF, if you will. I don't know which church you subscribe to, but
I don't remember now. You confused me.
But yeah, so like when King Kong comes at Godzilla with a tree, and then it just cuts like to the old movie where he's just shoving the tree.
Oh, I did see that one. Yes, I did see that one.
That's fucking hilarious.
After the pod, I'm gonna show you guys a video, and it's about Kong and Godzilla. I was dying. I'll show you guys after.
It's not the one that says you saved me. Why?
No,
not that one. That one was great too.
No, you'll see it. You'll see. Watch. I'll show you guys that. I don't want to spoil it because the jokes would be funnier if I show it.
Hey
It
guys,
just a spoof on BVS. It's like Godzilla goes Mothra.
Yeah.
What
did
did
you
you
fucking
say?
see it already, George?
Oh my god.
so April's coming up. You know what that means?
Jerry's birthday is one. I know that he's gonna say that.
Like, April Fool.
April
he goes,
6th.
that's it.
April 6th.
April 6th.
Throwing a COVID safe party.
Nah, I'm probably gonna go to main event.
Ooh.
Get some
I've been
bowling.
since I was like
Bowling.
12. Hell yeah.
Complete opposite. Get some what?
Get some bowling in.
Yeah, for
Main
real.
event.
Yeah. And
Nico, my
arcade
cousin,
games.
let us go bowling.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
but 10 days after that, you know what comes out?
Nope.
Is it
It's
Mortal Kombat?
like 16 or 17 days after. They changed the date.
They changed it?
Yeah, to Mortal Kombat. They changed it yesterday.
Oh shit.
Oh.
So it's now
man.
April 23rd. Because they said wanted to give Godzilla like a longer
A
window
little
for
bit
people to
longer.
watch
Yeah,
it. Which
okay.
makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't want to compete with your own movie at Warner Brother. That's what we're doing with fucking.
Because
Zack
didn't
Snyder.
they release a movie and then a big one came out too?
Yeah, they released the Zack Snyder cut.
Yeah.
And 2 days later, they're like, "Here's James Gunn's
Yeah.
Suicide Squad trailer. Here's Godzilla versus Kong coming out." Like, I'm like, go fuck it. Like, Warner Brothers hates Zack Snyder. Like, I'm convinced that they hate Zack Snyder.
Fuck. Any other movies you guys are excited about coming out pretty soon? I don't know if there's anything coming out.
I've just been watching Falcon the Winter Soldier, and that's pretty good so far. It's only one
Shows, yeah.
episode.
I haven't seen it yet. I thought there was 2.
Just one. Second one comes out this week.
Are you sure? I thought the third
Yeah.
one was out this week.
It just one episode was released the same day like the Zack Snyder cut came out. It was like on Friday.
Oh, okay,
And so this is
okay.
gonna be the second episode this week.
Oh.
I'm really looking forward for Jackass 4.
Are they making one?
Yeah.
These guys are like super
Yeah.
old. dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
There's a new one called Zola from A24 coming out. The Green Knight from A24 coming out that I want to see. Venom Let There Be Carnage.
Oh, yes.
Comes out this year.
Dude.
Also, Spider-Man comes out, right?
Spider-Man comes out December. I think there's some pretty good movies coming out if they fucking come out. Dude,
Yeah, if they don't get pushed like 2027 or some shit.
Space Jam 2. I'm excited to see a trailer for that. I'm not excited for the movie yet. I'm excited to see if the trailer's gonna be like good for me to see it.
I just at this point I'm not super hyped for Space Jam 2, but I'm gonna watch it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch
same.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I don't know
watch
if it's
it.
gonna be good or not.
Well, see, the thing is, like, you actually have a reason, you had an excuse, you have kids.
Yeah.
So, like, you can actually get away with it. We the creepy old guys in there with a bunch of little kids.
I'm
We're gonna see
watching it.
Space Jam.
I was like, I'm just watching it on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
I've been putting like all these HBO Max releases like on the projector. Like I just bought a projector and just blow it up in the
That's
living room.
perfect. That's fucking
Hey,
perfect.
what do you guys think about cancel culture?
That was a shift out of fucking nowhere. left
Jesus
field.
Christ, Jerry. My God.
Well, I'm just saying because y'all were talking about Space
There are-
Jam 2.
There are
and then
moments where
Space
it's
Jam next to it,
justified.
Space, fucking cancel culture.
Yeah.
next to Space
Yeah,
Jam.
because they canceled what's his name, Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah,
Which
Pepe
I
Le Pew.
agree. I completely am cool with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I mean, cancel culture, like, it's...
It depends what the message was going to be in the movie because you heard like the girl who had the scene with Pepe Le Pew. It was like she was going to slap him, kind of like to justify that. Oh, that's not right. You shouldn't do it, and that was going to be the scene, but it got cut out. And so there's like, one, you had a chance to teach a lesson and show what's inappropriate
Yeah.
to kids, right? But now, like with the scene being out, you don't get that chance, and you just get rid of the character.
Yeah, without like no
Yeah.
lesson being
So
taught.
it's like
Yeah.
you could just continue to have the character, just show them in a different way.
Let's do a change. Here's the change.
And
After
honestly,
that,
like
change
you ever watched the Looney Tunes show? Like whenever it was like a sitcom, you
Yeah.
had like Bugs Bunny living with Daffy.
Oh yeah, I did see that one. Yeah, it was kind of newer, but not. It's been like maybe 10 years ago. You talking about that one?
Yeah, it's a few years ago. It popped
Cartoon
up
Network?
on. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Cartoon Network, and I think it's on HBO Max. But it's like a sitcom, and like a lot of the situations, they're like almost more of a teenage show. Like the first
Yeah.
couple episodes are very kid-like, but then it goes into like Bugs Bunny having a relationship with Lola Bunny, and then Pepe Le Pew is still like a guy who works as a pool boy, and like he like marries people too. He's like an ordained minister.
Oh God.
And he's kind of like hitting on the girls, but it's never like really bad. So
Yeah.
they found a way to like tone it down.
Yeah.
And where he just kind of goes after different women.
See, that could work. I could be like, just change the whole character. You know, change it up. He's not a fucking rapist, like fucking perv that he was. You know? Just fucking come on. Like that was fucking. That's why I was like, I agree. Like whatever. Like y'all want to get rid of him, but also you could have just toned it and took everything out, or like made a lesson about how fucking bad that was.
I'm just glad they didn't like get rid of Speedy Gonzalez.
They were trying
Like,
to.
They
were trying
They're
to.
fucking trying. I fucking spoke up on Twitter. I was like, stop speaking for Mexicans, bro. Like, we're cool with this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Keep Speedy Gonzalez,
And then
please.
Speedy Gonzalez always comes out as the hero on his episodes.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like, the cat's the one that's a bad guy.
Yeah. But that fucking, everybody just wants to cancel.
Yeah, man, but nah, man, fuck Speedy Gonzalez. It's all about Slowpoke Rodriguez, the guy with the gun.
Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Yes. That's
funny.
the... Why didn't you told me he's backing us going?
That was a funny ass.
Yeah, it was fucking great.
Yeah, I still
Cancel
love the
culture.
classic Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one show that like I liked studying animation, so I would like look into it a lot the way they used to do it, and like I bought the collection, so I have like a collection of Looney
Oh,
Tunes
nice.
films.
Mm.
Hell
They
yeah.
still
I have
play
a
them like
couple.
every now and
I have a
then.
couple collections, but I mean, I've always been I mean, I love Looney Tunes, but I've always been a bigger fan of Tom and Jerry personally. I still haven't seen the
Yes.
movie, and I heard it's.
I mean, it's always the same guys.
I didn't
It's
like
Chuck
it.
Jones behind Looney Tunes, Chuck
Yeah.
Jones on Tom Jerry,
Yeah.
and then you got like Tex Avery, and then he went to
Oh, yeah. I
MGM, and he did those more adult oriented like cartoons, which is like the wolf with like Red Riding Hood. It's just the wolf howling and pounding on the table when he sees her
shit.
dancing.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Are they coming up with a new Mask movie, or am I just thinking? of
I've
something?
heard about it too, but
Yeah. No. Okay.
Oh,
I don't know,
they're
but I've heard
not.
about
You
it.
know what it is? It's gonna be a cameo for Space Jam.
Oh, okay.
So
That
Jim
makes sense.
Carrey is coming back. Yeah, they've been.
Oh my god.
That was like something
rumor?
that was out. Yeah, it was a rumor because he was in full costume.
oh, you know what? I'd be down to see that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I
I was
was
like-
fucking down to see that for
All
sure.
right, so definitely seeing Space Jam now.
Yeah. Fuck the trailer. If Jim Carrey's in it as the
Yeah.
mask, I'm definitely gonna see that fucking movie for sure.
And then I'm still waiting for like Sonic 2.
They've already announced that.
Yeah.
They're filming already, I think, right?
Because Jim Carrey is great in that. That's like classic Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic was a great movie.
That was like my favorite scene of him just dancing
Yeah.
in his evil truck.
That fucking shit was. Yeah, and that guy showed up. He's like, ah! With the fucking coffee.
Best part of that movie is that they actually put fucking Sonic in that movie. I cannot believe they put Sonic in the movie.
The little drawing.
Oh, the drawing. Yes. You're right.
I cannot believe that. That's amazing.
Sonic, that's so fucking funny. Holy shit.
That was such a good movie. Like
It was.
Definitely a kids movie, but it's hilarious.
But it was good though.
Yeah. Are they gonna make any more? Speaking of movies like that, are they gonna make any more of the Pokemon movies like Detective Pikachu?
I heard they are.
Yeah.
I heard they're gonna expand more on there, but I don't know. I mean, at this point, Detective Pikachu was pretty good. You might as well make an actual like fucking Ash movie. Like
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. I just think you'd get a lot of backlash though, because people are like, "What did they do? Like the fucking you want a whole fucking season of fucking 90-something episodes in one movie? Like get the fuck out of here, man!
Yeah.
Give us something fresh."
Did you see what they did? Like where they remade the first Pokemon movie in CG.
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty cool. I was
Yeah.
like, they should have done this with the Lion King.
Yeah, that would have been. It was the same shit. Just
Yeah.
fucking cost more money now with that
But
CGI.
is it shot for shot? Like, is everything the same?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much shot for shot. It's like the changes are really small
On Lion King or Pokemon?
on Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
On the Lion King, it's basically the same movie. They added scenes and it's a little different.
Yeah.
But the photorealistic animals, they don't emote like the cartoon ones.
Man, we got some good bass on the podcast now. That's good. I don't know who that is.
Oh, yeah,
Somebody else
someone-
playing some
someone's
music.
playing
It's
some
whatever.
music.
Are any of y'all weebs, anime watchers?
I am not.
Just Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jesus doesn't like anime.
That's
That's because
fine.
of the opening.
That's
You're
fine.
like, I don't like that they use pop music on these
I
openings.
don't. But I
That's
will
why.
say,
That's why I don't watch Japanese ones, man.
I've been getting more into like anime movies.
Mhm.
I saw the last one I saw was Perfect Blue. With
Oh my god, yes.
Holy
You should just go.
shit.
You should just go like full on Satoshi Kon. Go Perfect Blue, Millennium Actress, Tokyo Godfathers, Paprika,
Mm-hmm.
and then he has a series he did, which I think the series is like anthology episodes that kind of connect.
Oh, nice.
Paranoia Agent.
Okay, I'm gonna check those out because that one, I was honestly like,
Oh, that's
Hooked on that.
One of the videos I did for a while back just to try it out. The editing, I did a remake of Ohio, which is like a short that he makes, where it's a girl just waking up in the morning and she's like, just
oh
a
yeah, you
grogginess.
showed me that.
Yeah.
Yes, that was dope. That was
So-
what it was from.
Yeah, that's where it's from. So I just remade it live action just to kind of test it out.
You know what's funny was like I remember you've told me about it and you showed it to me, but I remember one day I picked up Fred. Remember Fred?
Yeah.
I picked him up one day and he was watching a movie on his phone, and I was like, "What are you watching?" He goes, "This short that George did," and it was that, and I was like, "Oh, I seen that." He goes, "It's fucking dope, man." I was like, "What the fuck?" Like just random, bro. He's like, "Yeah, he sent it to me. It's really dope, bro." I was like, "Oh
Nice.
shit." Yeah.
But do y'all were y'all into like Saturday morning cartoons and stuff,
Oh,
like
fuck
the
yeah.
local stuff, or
Yes,
like
dude.
Both.
okay? So the reason I'm asking is because I don't know if y'all remember Shaman King. It was
Shaman
I was thinking Shaman
no.
Showdown.
I've seen a couple
Sorry.
episodes.
so Shaman King, it was an anime that was for kids, and they're putting out like a second version of it. Like they're starting over.
It's a reboot.
Yeah, a reboot basically. It comes out tomorrow, and I am fucking
nice.
hyped. It was one of my favorite anime back in the day.
Like the show starts tomorrow?
Yes, the reboot starts tomorrow.
So Shaman King was cool. It's like a kid that could talk to spirits, and he uses the spirit to like fight other people.
Oh, that's pretty
So-
dope.
So it's like very shonen. It's
Where's
like,
it gonna be on?
I mean, it's on Japanese Netflix and stuff. It's a
okay.
Japanese show.
Okay.
So I don't
So
know.
probably Crunchyroll or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if they're gonna do simulcast or whatever.
The show was pretty good, and I've heard like a lot about it. Like it was dubbed in English,
Mhm.
but it was like for kids, so it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
completely censored.
Oh shit.
But they said the show, whenever they were producing it in Japan, like the manga was still going, so they just ended the show. They made an original ending for the show.
Oh nice.
So this like reboot of it, they're just gonna follow the actual manga this time
Oh,
because the
nice.
story's like finished. It's
Yeah.
finished in 2005.
Yeah, I mean, it's still going. Like there's like a branch off in a sequel series, stuff like that.
Series, yeah.
But yeah, I always thought the show ended really weird, and I didn't find out until like because I didn't really know what anime was as much.
Yeah.
I just kind of knew it was cartoons, and I was later I found out the reason it ended so weird is because the manga wasn't done, and I'm so glad it's coming back because like before the ending, like the show was one of my favorite shows as a kid.
Personally, sometimes I like whenever they make like something that's different from the actual source material
Yeah.
because you get
Yeah,
like,
same.
one version of it, then they'll go and like do the same thing, but they actually stay with the source material.
But then you get
Like,
things
full-
like Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh my
Whoa,
gosh.
whoa! That was
We're
way too
we're
like
still-
off
that-
the
yeah,
fucking
that's-
set. Like
You're out of here, dude.
they said, let's just use the Dragon Ball Z name. That was it. Like that was it.
What I'm talking about is like Full Metal Alchemist. You got the
Yeah.
first series of Full Metal Alchemist, and I felt like the first series was pretty good. It's pretty solid. Like the quality stays there, like up all the way to the end, and then you still get like this ending where it's like an alternate reality. So they connect. They come over to our world during like World War II, and then it's like this events are happening at the same time.
Oh wow.
So it's really cool. And then you get like the second series, which is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which that one's actually based specifically on the manga, and it's more accurate to it. So all the way through, you get like the actual story, animated version of the manga. And I'm like, you still get these two different stories, pretty much the same, but they have like different styles and tones to it, and you still get two really good endings.
Oh nice.
Have y'all watched any of the live action anime movies besides obviously Dragon Ball Evolution and
Bleach
like
is
Avatar?
great.
Yes, bro, I
No,
love that
no,
movie. So
Ghost in the Shell.
okay,
I saw that
I
one.
haven't seen that movie yet.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I felt like it just came out too late
Okay.
because like
Ghost in the Shell has been popular like in the zeitgeist for a long time. It's just one of those like required watchers if you're an anime fan.
yeah,
but not really.
it's also like a movie where when they came out as an animated movie, it made such a big impact that other movies copied it, even live action, because a lot of the Matrix stuff comes from Ghost in the Shell. And then you see it like in all these different movies, and by the time it came out, it just feels like a rehash of old stuff you've seen.
Got you. Yeah.
It's like, oh, but this is the original.
Yeah,
That's
and
what happened with John Carter.
Yeah, that's true, right?
Yeah.
Bro, I fucking love John Carter. My mom was, she was like, I can't wait for part. She was telling me everything about part one. She was, I read the books when I was young. I can't wait for part 2 and 3. And I was like,
Yeah.
sorry to
Guess
break it,
what?
mom. There's not gonna be a part 2 or 3.
Damn. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, I remember I watched that movie on a plane actually when I was going back to Croatia for the first time back in 2012, and I thought it was pretty good, man.
Same.
You know, yeah, I mean, it actually, yeah, it was funny. I think it was that and what else? I remember, speaking of airplane movies, just a dumb thing. I think the first movie I ever seen on an airplane was Holes. Y'all remember Holes
Yeah.
back in the day?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
So
still.
going back to the anime live action, what are some you would recommend?
I mean, absolutely the Bleach one. I
Last
think that one was
Airbender.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That it's funny. It's funny because that one sticks a lot to the story, but it's shit.
Yeah, it's complete
So like
shit.
you can have things like that stick to the story but are garbage. A lot of people say it has to stick to the material.
Yeah.
And see, I would not have minded Dragon Ball if like the movie was good. Like I don't like the changes they made were stupid, yes, to the story, but like if it was nicely done, I wouldn't
Yeah.
have cared. I wouldn't have given a
agree.
shit about the changes.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
But they just changed everything from like the feel, the mood, the everything about it just felt like, oh, like what are we doing here? Like
Yeah.
this isn't even Dragon Ball Z. Like this is like a cosplay Dragon Ball Z fan film. Like that's what it
Mhm.
was.
Yeah.
Of like, what if Dragon Ball Z took place in the real world today and like a white
Yeah.
guy was Goku and shit. It was-
Yeah. Have you
Not
seen
good.
original Dragon Ball? OG Dragon Ball? The original Dragon
Oh,
Ball
yeah, I've
show?
seen all
Okay.
of them.
Okay.
All of them.
All right.
Oh yeah.
But no, I don't know. I haven't seen much of the live action ones. I heard
So
yeah.
I
go on.
I would for sure skip the live action like Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, I've
But
heard
the
that.
Bleach one is pretty good. It's on Netflix. And then there's the Rurouni Kenshin movies. There's like 3 of
Yes.
them. Those are really good. Live action Rurouni Kenshin, and they're supposed to be coming out with a 4th movie. I think it's either a 4th or 5th, but it's just gonna end the entire story. But the live action ones have been really good. They're like legit like samurai
And you
movies.
said the Ronin?
Rurouni Kenshin.
Ronin Kenshin.
I heard the Attack on Titan ones were kind of like
Oh
hot
yeah,
garbage.
skip those.
Hot
live
garbage.
action?
Live
Yes.
action Attack on Titan.
Yeah, you didn't like that one?
No.
The live action Death Note, that was shit.
That
too.
was shit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
has Willem Dafoe, so I kind of want to. Is that the one we talking about?
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's why he played the death, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Shinigami.
kind of I haven't watched. I just want to watch it for him, and that's it.
Yeah, it was shit.
As someone who didn't watch the anime, I thought it was okay.
You didn't watch the anime?
No, I didn't. I haven't. I really.
Bro, the
haven't
anime is
watched-
fucking
No.
good.
Oh, you gotta watch the anime
Yeah.
for Death Note.
Yeah.
I haven't watched. I watched Escaflowne was the only anime movie that I watched when I was younger that I was like, "Damn,
Escaflowne?
this is fucking fire." Yeah, it's where these fuckers get in like these big like dragon machines and like they fucking like have these things like they actually connect to their bodies and shit. So like they're moving with their bodies and like
Shit.
it's fucking crazy. Yeah,
Nice.
I would say like Alita Battle Angel for sure.
that's a good
I
movie.
guess that is an anime movie. Yeah.
I love that
Yeah,
movie.
it's an anime.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
I love it. We had Alicia on the podcast and she was like a background character for the movie.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope.
She said
Alicia. You keep saying her name wrong.
It's Alicia.
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 But
Yeah.
Alicia was on it. She talked about it being really cool being on set and stuff. And she was like saying that Robert Rodriguez was up in the rafters, just being like staying away from everybody else.
He's like, I'm sitting over here.
Yeah.
You know what's the best movie based on a manga or anime?
Ricky O.
Yes.
Ricky O.
Have you seen it?
Nah, I
Oh
haven't
my
heard
god,
of it.
it's one of those like required watching movies. That's like the movie has like an 88 or something on Rotten Tomatoes, which I have no idea how, because it's like literally like over the top, gory, weird ass like old. It feels like one of those old like Japanese Chinese movies, and the dub obviously makes it feel like that. But it's something else. It's
That's
a
what
sight
makes
to
it
behold.
fun. It's
Yes.
just a fun watch.
Ricky O.
Yeah,
Ricky O.
and Tress watched it with us. What did you think, Rikio?
Yeah, what?
Rikio, that weird movie with the fighting and stuff.
Tress wasn't listening, bro.
I was
No,
like, what the fuck?
never mind.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
What'd you think?
That was terrible.
Okay.
Terrible.
It was terrible.
So if you're really like a cinema person, you're not gonna like it. But if you like if you enjoy a little bit of garbage in your coffee,
I
it's
do.
it's great.
George had number 7 brought we were at that when we were planning 6.
Mhm.
We were talking about movies, and he was just like, "Can I put a movie on?" And I said, "Yeah." And he put on fucking that clown movie with the fucking long face, that horror movie.
I don't know what it's called.
Killer Clown in Space.
No, that's a good movie. No, it's like that clown. He's got that long face, and he like smiles like all just fuck.
Pennywise?
Huh? No, it's like
Is it anime?
no, it's a real movie,
Oh.
and it's like my phone's over there. I was gonna look it up, but anyways, it's a clown movie. I forgot his fucking name, man. And he put it on, and he's like, "I just want you to see." He goes, "It's." I was, he's like, we were talking about it. He's like, "It's a horrible movie." I was like, "Why are you putting it on then?" He's like, "Because I like it, but
Yeah.
it's terrible." And I was like, "Okay." And so then he's like, "Everything about it is," but he's excited saying this.
Yeah.
Like, everything about it is terrible, but like, just the way they do things, and so I'm watching it. And he's just like, it's terrible, but you can't take your eyes off of it. And I'm like, I doubt it. And like 20 minutes in, I'm like, I can't take my eyes off of it.
Yeah.
This is terrible. And then like the fucking main, the protagonist dies, and he goes, she's dead. And I was like, what now? He goes, there's like 40 minutes left. And I'm like, he goes, yeah, I know. Doesn't make sense, right? Yeah. He goes, watch it. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? So we watched the whole thing. Fuck, I forgot the fucking name.
Oh my god.
Damn.
It
That
was like
sounds
part
amazing.
2 or part 3. I forgot. We saw it on Netflix. It was Netflix or Amazon. It was garbage, but it was good garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like one of those movies. I mean, with Rikio, I feel like I could watch it by myself. With The Room, I can't watch by myself. Like, I love The Room, but I can't watch it by
Just
myself.
watch it with someone who
Yeah.
enjoys it with you.
Yeah, so I feel like that movie would be like that too. Like,
Yeah.
if you sat down and watched it by yourself, you probably wouldn't have
Yeah.
watched it.
Same.
Hey, did
Same.
you like Borat, the sequel?
I didn't like it that much.
You didn't like
I
Borat
thought it was
too?
okay.
But you got the movie,
Oh
right?
yeah, for sure.
Manuel already walked out. But Manuel, like, he hated the movie. He's like, I'm never watching movies with you guys again.
Why did he hate it?
I don't know. He said it wasn't about anything. I'm like, what are you talking about? I had so much
No,
commentary.
there
He
was a
didn't
lot.
get it. Like,
I don't think the movie was bad at all. I just didn't love it as the first one. The first one was just like so.
Yes.
I'm happy
left
that the
field.
girl won that Golden Globe. She got like best
she
actress
did?
or something.
Oh
yeah,
shit! I didn't even know that.
and
Holy
she has
shit.
like an Oscar nomination for it too.
Oh damn!
Nice. I walked out of Father's Day. Have you seen Father's Day?
You only watched like a scene and he walked
Yeah.
out.
It wasn't the fact that it was like, because it's a weird movie about this dude who I think he murders gay prostitutes after fucking them.
No,
It's
it's
like-
Father's Day. He murders fathers,
Oh, my bad.
but he like
Oh, that
Wait,
was
what?
that was the thing with
They're so
prostitutes.
different. This is 2 different
I
plots.
forgot.
What's
That
going
was
on?
the thing with prostitutes. I don't
That-
remember what it was.
some dude is like a male like hooker, and then like one dude becomes a dad, and since he became a dad, like the roommate just sees him get murdered by the Father's Day monster, which is who looks like a regular guy.
What
Like
the
he's
fuck?
just like a
Yeah, it's
fat
weird.
guy.
But so literally all the shots were like super shaky, super close, super weird, and I was like, I'm not in
Yeah.
it for this.
You're,
Like,
like, not in for
like the
that.
weird stuff. Like I can handle the weird stuff. I'm not gonna watch something with like literally like zooming into your face up here and shaky
Yeah.
cam or whatever. I'm not doing that.
No, I
It gets
Nah.
weirder the more you get into it, because then it goes for them going to hell to try and kill the monster, and this dude's saving his sister, and like it all plays on grindhouse type movies,
Oh, okay.
and like the main character's like a priest with an eye patch.
Oh man.
Yeah.
No.
Nah, I mean,
And, like it was hilarious seeing it in audience. We watched it like at Frightmare over in Dallas, and it was hilarious watching it with an audience. And then like me and Kevin were sitting there. And Manuel like sat through the whole thing, and me and Kevin were like, "Dude, I can't sit through this." But we just watched it till like all the way to the end, and let Manuel like watch it. Manuel hated it.
For real?
Yeah. It doesn't hold up at all. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's like one of those you have to watch with a crowd. You have to.
Yeah.
You know what movie I was surprisingly I just recently watched, and surprisingly I think it's a masterpiece, but not in a sense of like a cinema masterpiece.
Is it 6?
No, it's, shout out 6. No, it's Bad Trip with Eric Andre.
Oh yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm waiting for it. It's like
It's on
Jackass
Netflix.
type movie.
No,
Yeah.
well, the thing about, and I won't spoil anything, but the thing about the movie that I loved about it is it's you would think it's like a Jackass prank movie, and it is like a prank movie, but the movie is an actual movie. So it's an actual script and it's an actual movie. So there's a beginning, middle, and end. They're just playing it with real people.
I think they did that for Bad Grandpa, Bad Grandpa.
Yes, it's but way better, because on Bad Grandpa it felt more like little, not skits, but little segments. On this one, it actually feels like a movie. Like there's the what?
So like Borat, because Borat kind of did that. I mean, some of the people were paid, but a lot of them were just didn't know.
Kind of, but except like they were very over the top on the scenes. So
Okay.
like, you know, they kind of made fun of rom-com.
Yeah.
You know, rom-com, like there's a guy working and then like the love of his life walks in and like nothing else in the store matters. Then they're talking. So that exactly happens. And it's funny because like as they're talking, like people are like, yo, where the fuck is my coffee? Like, what the fuck? Like, is this for real? Like, they're just over here lost that all these things are happening. They're just like, dude, what is going on here? Like, and he's over here just, I hate my job, scooping at you with his hands. The guys are like, what the? Like, they're just so confused. And this girl walks in, everyone's like in line waiting. She's cutting in line, and everyone's like, and it's so funny because it's played out like an actual movie. Like, you guys have to watch it. You guys will definitely, and that's what I mean. Like, it's a masterpiece because, in a sense of like, how stupidly yet like great it was done to be like, damn, they actually made a movie and just put people in the middle of this shit. Yeah, y'all definitely like it. That shit's hilarious.
Hey, since last time you were on the podcast, did you watch any of those One Car Why movies?
No, I got no fucking chance. And each time a chance I get, it's like, oh, Snyder Cut came out, and then like Godzilla vs Kong comes. So I'm like, okay, now I gotta watch this one now. So no, but I'm gonna order the box set that you had sent me. It's funny because I got the Criterion Collection app, downloaded it, got the 7-day trial, and I was like, I'm gonna watch the movies. Didn't have no time. I was like, fuck, man.
Dude, he's one of my favorite directors. Once you get through the movies, let me know what you think.
I'm definitely gonna. I was gonna buy them this last week, but I spent my money on something else for my wife, and I was like, fuck, I guess I'll wait.
Man, my projector is like starting to deteriorate a little bit. So like has a dark spot in the middle of right through the screen. You can kind of barely see it. What's more annoying is like there's like a white streak, a bright streak on the right side of the screen.
Oh man!
I called for warranty. They said they'll do it. I just have to ship it to them. But I'm like, it's a big ass box. Like I hope I don't pay out the ass for shipping.
Ooh.
So
they're not covering shipping for you?
No. So I mean, I'm gonna see how much that is because I really like the projector. I mean, I use it for everything. Use it for YouTube, for whatever. For
but how much you get the projector for?
It was a cheap ass projector, $200.
Oh, $200.
I mean, it looked fucking.
That's still good though.
Yeah, I mean, it's compared to like $1,000 projectors. Like it doesn't look as good, but for $200, it's like it's really good.
It does its job.
Yeah,
Nice.
Because I've had other projectors for about that price range. They're hot garbage.
Yeah. I wouldn't even know how to start.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well,
we should wrap it up.
We've been going for what, like an hour and a half almost?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Exactly an hour and a half. Holy
Jerry's
crap!
here.
Anyways, hey, all right. So let's start with
today. Jerry was our manual for today.
All right, you didn't say shit.
Jerry said he wanted to say something first. What'd you say?
Can we all sing "Happy Birthday" for me?
Oh, even though it's gonna come out
this
probably
isn't
way
coming
after
out
that.
for your birthday.
Happy birthday to Jerry, guys! Yay!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Come on, guys.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, dear Gerardo. Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
It may be like one or two
I
more.
know it's off.
It's like, all right, come on, let's wrap it up, guys.
All right, Jesus.
Just shout happy birthday and end it.
Yeah, done.
What do you got to plug?
Let me plug in my podcast, TFTI Podcast. So at TFTI Podcast, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. You can YouTube TFTI Podcast. You can. It's on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Music, everywhere you can find it. I also want to plug in Spectre Studios. So look up Spectre Studios. That's where all my film stuff is at. 6 is on Amazon Prime. Let's check out 6, guys. Like it has pretty good reviews and stuff, so hopefully you guys like it. And my boy Tress.
My boy, I was actually looking up 6 a few weeks ago. I couldn't find it.
VI.
Huh?
VI. Is that how you spelled it?
VI, like the roll.
Hey Tress,
It's-
you know we got
it's-
links in all the videos, right? All the podcasts we released, it's all on there.
Yeah, it's Roman numeral VI. So yeah, if you guys are looking up 6 on Prime, just look up Roman numeral VI for 6. And if it doesn't, you'll see
Yeah.
it has Jerry's right
Or just
there.
look at our description on
Or the
podcast.
description here, guys, and then boom. But yeah, VI on Prime, Spectre Studios, guys. Hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, Jesus Pasos on Twitter, Jesus Pasos 09 on Twitter, guys, and yeah.
All right.
And Jerry.
What you got?
All right, I got a Beauty and Beast podcast, which we are gonna return once we move into our new
Cassandra's like,
our
really?
new place.
You know they're confused as fuck that we're returning.
Yeah, we are. Whenever we move into our new place,
Nice.
our new home, because with the extra room, we're gonna make it into a setup.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, so we're gonna have visual and audio.
Hell yeah,
So
bro.
yeah, just wait on it. So again, the Instagram is Beauty and Beast Podcast on Instagram, and then on Beauty and Beast Podcast on any platform that you listen to podcasts. But also 6 is on Amazon. VI. Also got. I'm on the hub. If you just look up Jerry Velez 69.
Cassandra's like, what?
Follow my OnlyFans page.
It's all solo videos?
Oh, that's disgusting. Jerry solo videos. Oh,
Oh God! And on that terrible disappointment,
Yeah.
thank
He
you
puts
guys for
them out for
listening.
free instead of putting them behind a paywall. He's like,
Anyways.
no, OnlyFans here.
thank you guys.
Before we get too crazy in the conversation, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, George. Thank you, Milos. Thank you, myself.
Thank you, guys.
All right, our
you, everyone,
beautiful
for
bride.
listening.
Yeah, thank y'all for having us on here. Thank you everybody here, man. We really appreciate it. You guys.
And we will. You will hear us next time. Bye bye.
Bye, y'all.